If I was a financially abusive father and I wanted everyone to still think well of me while still being able to financially abuse my kids, what would I do? Here's a few tactics that are really common. One is highly visible gifts. iPhones, fancy things, vacations. These are things that allow them to say, oh, look, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. This is a bit of social engineering because what it is trying to imply to the rest of the world is that this is just the tip of the iceberg, whereas the reality is there's nothing underneath at all. The other advantage of gifts like this to them is that none of these are usable for living expenses. It doesn't actually help them stay alive and pay bills. They just happen to now have an expensive gift that they can't really do much with. Further, financially, it's much, much cheaper. A $1,500 iPhone is less than the monthly cost of maintenance for any child, even in Pakistan. Now, that's one tactic. Another tactic is using the monthly system. What the monthly system is, it's effectively trying to create dependency, where you never send enough money to actually allow someone to be independent and secure. But it is enough money that they are now dependent on you. Because while it might not cover all of their living expenses, it probably covers food, it might cover medication, but now they're relying on you. So you can pull it at will, without actually putting up the full expense of taking care of your own children. The third tactic is sort of a combination of these, which is to make the victim unable to access help. Again, using social engineering. By claiming that you're providing support, you make it impossible for the children now to receive support from other people because in a highly overly connected society, people feel shy about coming forth and also not 100% sure about what's going on. All of this put together creates a win-win situation for the abuser, which is that they are able to present themselves as someone who is a good, decent father, whilst not providing security to their children in finances, and therefore they remain open to their abuse and their need for power. Which is why I tell anyone who is in a situation like mine, don't ever accept the monthly thing. I've been there. I've had money not show up for food just because they didn't feel like it. You cannot depend on the monthly thing. There's no security in it. You can't make life decisions based on it. So, in that situation, really, the only answer there is if that abusive person wants to help, they send a significant enough amount of money that you don't have to worry about money for a few months to a year and be able to do something with it. I'm mentioning this because I think there's a lot of Pakistani Desi kids and ex-wives out there who are confused by this, and you have to understand that this is a very deliberate tactic and system to try and maintain abuse. So, best of luck to everyone.